don't think everyone's got a pristine. Well, I don't know. Some people have pristine
Well, you don't have to worry about
quilt
that.
rooms.
You don't have to worry about that, because guess what you're not?
What?
It's everybody.
That's facts. Very, very facts, baby.
Very, very facts.
Very, very much.
Boy, it's been so long. It's like, do 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 do. Oh, there are. Okay, here they come. Here they come, baby.
Oh, they're coming in?
Here they come.
See you, everybody.
Well, hello.
Long time no see, right? It's been a while.
It feels like it's been forever.
But it's always a while when it comes to us.
So we got Jessica Torres.
Hey, Jessica, how are you?
Let me make sure that they can hear us.
Just ask in the chat.
Can you hear us?
Hey, chat, can you hear me?
Let me make sure the volume is up.
Don't mess with that thing. You know how it happens when you mess with it.
No, but we gotta have volume, right? Oh, we hear you. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hopefully you hear us well. Okay, so let's see who we got here. We got Jessica Torres says, hello, y'all. Y'all alive. I know, finally.
Yeah, finally, yeah.
We got Ann Thompson who says, hello.
Is Trace Novi going online?
Yes.
Okay.
Nancy LaVenture says, hi there. Great to see you live.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. So, I'm sorry for the delay. I know I put the word out on my Facebook. I'm trying to, start using Facebook a little bit more often because I'm Bookface is not, a big thing with me. And I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but it is a rabbit hole for me when it comes to,
Facebook,
Bookface, and Amazon, these guys. Yeah, anyway, so I'm here.
Catherine
get you guys up to date.
Sophicatus is with us.
Oh, Sophicatus.
MJRJETFN says,
right.
hi there. Delisa Lusby says, hello.
Hey, Delisa, how are you?
Ann Thompson says, and if someone has a pristine sewing room, then they aren't sewing. She heard you.
Heard the conversation. I didn't know we were on at that time. Sorry. But yeah, my floor is like a vacuum cleaner's nightmare. Okay?
Yeah. A quilter's wife's life.
Stay tuned because that quilter's wife's life is a thing, okay?
Doris says, hello, Mark. Deborah says, hey.
Hey, Doris. Hey,
Marcia
Deborah.
says, hello from Maryland. Happy to see you
Marcia.
live. Everybody says we can hear you.
All right, good.
Hi from Massachusetts. Great to see you, says Kathy.
All right. Hi, Kathy. How are you?
Norma says, just in time. Yeah, finally I get to watch a live.
All right. Yeah, us too.
Letty says, hello from Orlando, Florida.
All right, Letty. Hope everything's good down there with you.
Yeah. Victoria Hinton says, hello from Central California.
All right, Central Cali.
Dorothy Jones says, oh boy, that went fast.
All right, so look, I just wanted to come on, say hello to everybody, let you guys know we're still at it, we're still doing our thing. The boot quilt is finished. I know I was gonna keep on going and showing it off and going step by step. But I needed to get this thing done so I can get it out of here and send it to Texas so that they can do what they do. All right, this is my first experience with having something that I made be seen by people, right? Like other than you guys. I think our relationship's a little bit better than strangers. I think, So I made the quilt. I didn't speed through it. I just wanted to get it completed so it's not hanging over my head because I wanted to start on something else for my wife. My wife wanted a quilt, so I'm working on a quilt for her. And then we're gonna go into, all right, so I've been fiending, all right, like a fat kid for a Big Mac. I want to do another Georgia Beauty. So I was telling my wife yesterday that I want to do a different New York Beauty. And she was like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm gonna do a black and white. And I'm gonna call it Cookies and Cream.
Oh, see, I didn't know there was a name. Okay.
I'm going to call the Georgia Beauty that I do, the next one, Cookies and Cream. So I'm going to use all black and white fabric. Some hard white, some hard black fabric, but also black fabrics with white in it and white fabrics with black in it all throughout.
I think that's gonna be
I
awesome.
think it's gonna come out pretty good.
Am I gonna have to change my mind and that Babby might
Well,
come there?
yeah, because if you pass on this, I have someone that I can give this to. All right, there's always someone that I can give a quilt to.
We got Michelle the Quilter says hello from Central New York.
All right, Central New York. All right,
Tina Irwin says hello from North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Victoria Hinton, thanks for the thumbs up. Dorothy Brown says beautiful quilt behind you.
Hey, so look, okay, guys. So remember when I said like I'm moving away from the emotional blogs or the Chrome blogs? Okay, I was lying. Okay, I still love doing it. But although I've moved into the free motion and the Bernina that you guys got for me is so amazing. This machine is amazing. I love it. And doing the free motion and getting into doing free motion has gotten me fiending for a long arm. And I was looking at long arms. I'm like, hey, dummy, why are you looking at long arms? You have one in the closet. I was like, hey, dummy, you're right. I went in the closet and I have a long arm in the closet.
Thanks to Sandra Adger.
Sandra Adger, she gifted me a Quilting fun quilter like 3 or 4 years ago. But I was still, I'm still new in quilting. So
You can't say that anymore. I don't think you can say
yeah. I want to be able to say like, I want to be able to like some of my subscribers like, yeah, 30 years I've been doing quilting. I can do it in my sleep. But I love learning in our craft, and I think the next step is a long arm. So I'm gonna move forward in the steps in acquiring or getting my long arm up to speed. So in that, I figured the first step should be to make sure that I know it's a great long arm. I love this thing. I mean, I like looking at it, and it looks so weird, and it seems like something that's out of my range or out of my skill set. But I look at videos and I'm like, man, I could do that. And then I see people programming long arms to do the work without even putting your hands on it. I think I can catch up to doing that, at least using my hands, okay? So let's take a look at it, all right? Let me bust this thing out here.
Bust it out. Let me see, while you're doing that, let's see who else is on.
All right.
Sharon Wilson says, hi, Mark. Maria Angeles Valerio says, hi, Quilt Marine family. Please go into Instagram. I don't use Facebook. I really don't like it. Happy to see you from down here in South Florida.
All right, so we have to figure out how to do the Instagram.
Praying that y'all are okay down in South Florida.
Yes.
Maria.
All prayers to
Thank you for being with us.
South Floridians. So this is it. This is my fun quilter.
Oh, wait, let me make sure they can see it because...
This is my fun quilter 17.
Been out of the game for a little bit.
So I called over to Quilting, talked to, I sent a little message like, look, I got this thing. I have no idea what I want to do with it, how to do it, or where to start. They called me right away. Great people. Oh, man. If I'd have known that these are people that I was going to be dealing with when I got this, I'd probably be on my third long arm by now. But they are so great over there. I love them. And you guys know me. I'm like, I'm like a butcher shop dog. I'm faithful to the end. And
you better be.
When I get treated like that, then I'm the guy for Quilting. So from now on, this is what you'll see on my channel is a Quilting. Called over there. They were so nice. I talked to Rick. Rick's like, all right, let's plug it in. Let's put this sensor on. I didn't even know what these parts are. And he's like, all right, put a couple of drops of oil. He walked me through it. It was so awesome. I loved it. And I know he couldn't see my face, but I was like this the whole time.
He was. I saw his face, and
it was awesome. It was awesome. And then the next day, I got called, and because they're gonna send a box over for me to put it in to send it to them, and they're gonna go over it. They're gonna pull it out. But Rick said, man, that thing sounds, and it seems like it's great. So when you get it here, it's not gonna be much to it. So
thanks, Sandra. Sandra Adger.
Sandra Adger, thank you so much. You're such a great friend.
Yeah, thank you for saying
And it's not to say that she sent the bad machine or anything, but before I start on something not delicate, but this important, I want to make sure that this thing is good. Okay, I don't want to do any damage because I know how I am. I'm gonna run this thing over bricks. I'm gonna run this thing over everything. Okay, so I cannot wait to get it going, but I'm looking forward to it. It's exciting, and I can't wait. But look, so guys, I'm also gonna call them because I want to. Look, This gray's all right. It's not bad. I love gray. But you guys know I'm gonna digi this up, right? I'm gonna make this look like it belongs to the quilting room. And I can't wait. So I'm looking forward to it, right?
Okay, let me see.
It goes to Iowa. The headquarters is in Iowa. Because, you know, I asked them, I was like, you know, you guys got a rep down here in Georgia. And they were like, no, we don't have anyone south. So I was like, is that right? I can't make my eyebrow go up. But yes. So, look, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to love it. And hopefully I can represent the company
I'm sure you
and the product very well. I'm going to try. But yeah, this is all right. So every step of the way, you guys are gonna be with me. We're gonna get this thing taken care of. Taken care of. Now there was one issue, right? Because one of the hookup lines, right? It's like a telephone kind of thing, telephone plug-in for one of the sensors. So I was in panic mode because I was like, man, what is this thing, like $9 million? And Rick was like, nah, man, don't worry about it. But you know, we have 5 dogs, and Mello took it upon himself to go ahead and taste what it was like, and yeah, this is what we got.
Tasting what it's like.
But I'm looking forward to it. So stay tuned. All right, we're gonna be moving forward and getting our long arm together. And yeah, I took the arms off because it's ready to be pre-shipped. That's why it's like so.
So Sharon said you're worrying too much, Mark. They're gonna love your quilt in Texas.
Yeah, I think so.
So Catherine said Texas
no, I think so.
like
I
Houston.
think I'm worrying.
Catherine said Texas like Houston. No, where are you going in Texas?
I don't know.
The event on. What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know where it is.
Oh boy! Oh,
I'm just
boy.
gonna. I gotta ask Jennifer.
What's it? Odessa? Is it Odessa, Texas?
I think it might be in Odessa. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure.
So
But
yeah, talk about the event. The event. And
yeah, there's an event going on for.
Let me see if I can find a flyer and post it on.
Yeah, so they're inviting me to Texas to go to a Stitch in.
What's it, Stitch in Heaven?
A Stitch in Heaven. They're putting on an event with Quilts of Valor in Odessa, Texas. So myself, Rob Appel, and Andrew from Combat Quilter. We're going to be out there. We're putting quilts out, and we're going to be talking about, attracting veterans to quilting, to help them deal with the rigors of PTSD or trauma, or those not even necessarily that. I mean, PTSD could be, in all walks of life, not just military.
True.
So we are, I'm just going out there. It's a great, subject matter to talk about. So I'll be going out there. It's being held on the 11th, Veterans Day, and the day after the 10th.
November 11th.
The day after the 10th. The 10th is the Marine Corps birthday. And, we're just going to go out, show off some quilts, do some talking, maybe do a demo. I'll probably put together some crumb blocks, and that's it. I'll be out of there the next day. All right, now the next thing's smoking. But I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
we'll have to post it, maybe in Facebook.
It's definitely a worthy event for veterans and for those who deal with trauma.
Maybe in Facebook and Instagram. We'll have to.
Yeah, because there's a flyer.
We'll repost it again because I can't post it in the chat.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll be in Texas, so come on out if you're close, nearby. Come on out, come check it out, come support the veterans and Quilts of Valor and Stitch in Heaven, because it's a worthy event.
Aww.
And I'm leaving my home for it. So.
Sharon Wilson says, we got you taken care of here in Iowa, Mark. You'll have everything you'll need from Quilting.
Oh, that's so great. Aww. Thank you. Quilting is so great. Like, it's great.
So
look, before anybody gets their feathers in an uproar, they're not paying me. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just know nice people when I hear or talk to them or experience them, and I'm looking forward to them, taking care of my baby for me.
Oh, it's your baby, huh?
Yes.
So Kathy Vetter says, I really like the quilt behind you. Very cool quilt.
Well, Kathy, now that you mention it, that's the quilt that I'm working on for my wife. And as you can see, I've been obsessing on some crumb blocks, okay? It's been a while, so I figured I'd jump in full barrel and put these together. So this is just the
I love purple.
the preview of it, okay? But eventually I'm gonna add to it. I'm gonna do some applique on here. So I'm gonna applique the continent of Africa on here and donate it to my wife's charity fund, I guess. All right, so because we have quilts, I've made her quilts before, but we have, like I said before, we have 5 dogs. So
yes.
her quilts take a beating, and it doesn't affect me in any way. I mean, the process of building them is what I'm into. Whatever happens to them after they leave the home is not my responsibility.
So Alma Andrews says, long time no hear. I'm a retired Army soldier here with you guys in Southern California. Quilting Marine, I'm a beginner, 11 years, and I'm learning from you.
Oh, that's good. Keep learning. This is one craft where you're always learning. I'm always learning, and I love that. And moving into the long arm game is I just can't wait. I'm still learning on my Bernina. The Bernina is, I still
need to do a review on that.
Yeah, I need to, because that thing is really great. I'm gonna put this away, okay?
Roberta Benson says, love the scrappy quilt. Purple is my color. Me too, Roberta. Sue GSD says, hello, Mark and Yvonne. Good to see you tonight. Inez says, be well, stay safe.
Yes.
Donna Bogart says, hello, everyone. Lily's mama, oh, I like that, says hello. Oh, the debt-free quilter says, hey, hey. Sharon Wilson says, Knowlton Quilt Company is going to take care of you. I called them a couple of weeks ago and told them who you were. They fell in love with you. You're going to need a table for the Knowlton.
Yes, I'm looking at the steel stretch because these walls, I still want to be at a peace in my room. I don't want the room fully dedicated to long arm, because my long arm game is going to be a learning process, and it's for me for right now. I mean, eventually I'm sure I'll probably be at a long arm someone's quilt, which would be so weird. I think, yeah, that's really weird.
That would be kind of cool, though.
I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, I'm looking and I'm excited, okay? So look, let me show you the boot quilt, all right?
Let me do a few more comments, okay?
Okay.
Hello from Canada. Happy to catch you.
Oh, Canada, on guard I stand for thee.
You don't know any other words.
I got that much.
That was from Donna. Veronica Stevens says, hi, Mark and Yvonne. It's
Hey,
good
Veronica.
to see you. How is the puppy?
What puppy?
Yeah.
There are no puppies here.
Where is
all right, this thing is huge.
She's
right here. Come here, Grace.
She is huge now.
This is Grace.
That's the puppy.
That's the puppy.
She's a sweetheart. But no puppy.
No
She is
puppy.
not a puppy anymore.
All right.
Yes, Mary Lou Rimish says, no way, I caught you live. Love you too.
Oh, thank you.
Maria says, yes, if you put your mind to it, you will be able to represent the company. We love your optimism and tenacity.
Oh, look, that's not all I have, but I love great companies, and they're a great company. They really are. I mean, Rick was going through he was so patient with me, and so I told him, like, man, this is so great. I wish I was sharing this with my subscribers. He's like, subscribers? What are you talking about? So I was like, oh yeah.
Sharon made sure that he.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah. So I have a small little channel, and I try to, I share quilting on my quilting journey with those, and try to get people to experience the quilting to help with their PTSD or trauma. So he was like, oh yeah, what's the name of it? And I was like, oh yeah. I felt so weird telling him that, I had a YouTube channel, because I that's not what I do. I mean, if you know, you know. If you don't, nice to meet you. But I told him about it, and then, it is what
You
it
feel
is.
uncomfortable, don't you? That may, I can tell.
Yeah, I don't like talking about it. So look, guys, I got done with the boot quilt. Sorry I didn't go finish the steps, but I wanted to get it done so I can pen it and get it into a case to get it over there so they could do what they do before I get there, I guess. So here it is.
The reveal.
The reveal. Alright, so this is the backside. So the backside, this panel I got from the guys over at So Yeah. Here, let me back up.
That looks so good.
All right, so that's the back. You can see it?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay. All right, and this is the front.
Look at that.
Gracie, watch out.
Look at that. Look at that.
Sorry. All right, so that's the boot quilt.
So John and Kelly said that's 2 awesome quilts in one. Mm-hmm. Tangle Zest says you cannot call that a back. It's the second front.
What was it? The afterthought quilt? It's the afterthought quilt.
Awesome.
Yeah, so this thing's gonna be up out of here, so we can not but so that we can move on. All right, we need to move on and get some stuff done.
Jessica Torres says Odessa. That's only a 4-hour drive from where she is.
Yeah, cause I'm flying into Tyler Airport, and then from there I'll jump in an Uber to go to wherever they are.
Yeah, I think it's Odessa.
I think it's I don't know. Look, I'm the point and shoot guy. You just point me in the direction I need to go, and I'm going there. All right.
So on the flyer, when we post it, there will be a place where you can register, but it's Stitch in Heaven hosts Quilt of Valor ceremony and luncheon.
Ceremony and luncheon.
Enjoy special guest speakers, the Combat Quilter, the Quilting Marine, and Rob Appel. For more information about this event, please visit their website, www.stitchinheaven.com. So
Yeah.
I will post that in the chat.
Yeah. So we were on a call, and just being able to talk to Rob Appel, because I remember when I first started, Missouri Star was how I started, right? And then I looked for men, and Rob was the first one to come up. And I followed him. Well, as a matter of fact, my grandson's second quilt was a quilt that he made. I forget the name of it, but it was like a blue and black, like a broken window pane thing or something like that. Yeah, he's a big influence on what I do. Major influence on what I do, because I was able to identify with another male who does this craft that's dominated by women. And he made me feel comfortable in myself, in me moving forward in what I do and what I share with you.
Margot says PTSD in this abused woman's life. Thank you for talking about it, for giving me hope.
Yes. Look, we're here. We're strong, all of us together, and we can move forward together.
That's true.
I love the fact that we can bond through this craft, and we all, those of us who deal with it, you don't have to deal with trauma or PTSD or these type of things just to quilt, but we know what this does for us in dealing with our pain. And it's not the be all do all for me. Not too long ago I was dealing with some issues, and I'm just now coming out of it, to be honest. And I spent a lot of time in here to try to find myself, find my path again, because there are times when I stray off of my path and very little helps me. I don't like to medicate, because medication puts me in a place that I feel is even worse than where I started. So I come in here, and there are times when I come in here when I'll sit in a chair and won't even do anything, because not even this is enough. But this is how I deal with it. Those of you who are listening, who have the opportunity, find help, get help, seek out professional help if you can, all right? But this, I know, quilting is actually a therapy for me. If I can get this therapy into someone else's hands for their mind, then I'm all the better and happier for it. I know that in my life and in my travels or my next life, I know that I can be fulfilled knowing that I helped someone get past major hurdles in their life. So let's move on. Okay, so look, I'm gathering my fabrics for my Georgia Beauty, because this Georgia Beauty is going to be it's going to knock your socks off.
Oh, the black and white one?
The black and white one, the cookies and cream. All right, that's the only thing I could think of, because that matches. But you guys know I love the Georgia Beauty, and we're going right back to it. When I first started quilting,
Quitman. I'm sorry. It's Quitman, Texas, not Odessa, Texas.
Quitman, Texas.
Quitman, Texas.
It's Quitman, Texas.
Somebody said those ain't nowhere near each other.
Oh, for real?
Like Odessa and Tyler ain't nowhere
Look, we don't know anything about Texas. Thank you, Texans, for fixing that. All right, it's in Quitman, Texas.
That was Jessica Torres. Like Tyler and Odessa aren't anywhere near each other.
But Texas is so huge, though. I thought I'd throw it in the dark to see what happened, but look, if you're wondering why I'm like moving all around, because I have a dog, Auntie, and she wants her attention. Auntie.
So Brenda says you are so right. Pills do not stop the nightmares or the symptoms.
That's facts. And that's what I deal with. I deal with nightmares. I deal with night terrors, and I'm an insomniac because of it. I'd much rather stay awake than go to sleep, because I know what's coming, and it comes every night. Anyway.
Jane Marriott says you give me strength.
That's all I'm trying to do. That's actually all I'm trying to do is help. I want to be a help. It's in my DNA.
Margot says here in Winnipeg, almost no quilting shops. Creating is imperative for mental health. You are not alone in PTSD. Bravo to your creative spirit, and keep pushing quilting as a source of mental peace.
Yes, I will. You never have to worry about that. I definitely would love to be the flag bearer for quilting and mental health.
Maria says, I'm not in the military, never been, but that is how I treat my quilting life. It is my psychologist, my psychiatric, my Xanax, and everything. Looking forward to the cookies and cream.
Me too. Me too.
Sharon says, we all stray, Mark. No worries. Alrighty.
Well. All right. So look, we're gonna So what I'm gonna do is I gotta come up with a template, I guess, to put on here. Okay. So my original idea, look, I started straying because I wanted to state the blue would represent the oceans. Okay, but what I want to do is, the darker blue would be deeper waters, right? And the lighter blue would be shallow waters. I don't know. It's a work in progress. Look, my mind is just all over the place when it comes to this.
It's okay. As long as it does what it needs for you, I'm going to love it no matter what. 109 of you watching.
Oh, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, we just wanted to really come on and say
hello, because it's been so long. Auntie.
I'm still here. Auntie wants to be on the camera. Give her her moment in the.
She's gonna cause. There's gonna be an issue if I pick her up. Everyone, they're so jealous. Oh my. There's 5 of them, so they're jealous, and they're not little dogs. Although I want a little dog. I want a Yorkie so bad.
NBC asks, are those squares joined behind you?
No, they're not yet. But that's the idea. I'm going to use that blue for border and sashing. I'm going to use that color blue.
So Yo Patty G says, check out Carl Hench his book, New York Beauties. You'll love it.
Okay, because I love New York Beauties. They're my favorite. But then my second favorite is kaleidoscopes. I love kaleidoscopes too.
Jessica says, are you going to add some sand colors?
Nope. But when you see what I do with the applique, it's going to be crazy. I'm gonna make the applique like out of control. I want to make you be able to put sunglasses on because it's going to be all over. You're gonna get dizzy looking at it. Well, I've got plans. Look, I can't wait to do the cookies and cream. Then we're gonna move on from there. But hopefully, in that time or during that journey, we'll get the alien back, and
Is that what you're calling it, the alien?
that's her name, alien. And then we'll put her on the table. Maybe we'll be able to long on our own quilt. That'd be pretty awesome. But you know, alien's gonna go, and she's gonna get worked on, and when she comes back, we'll see how it goes.
Tangle Zest said, "You don't have enough dog there. That is a lot of dog." Yes, it is.
Yes.
Marie,
And they're never far. Okay, they're never far.
Marie says, "You inspire."
Spooning with my wife is a challenge. Let me say it like that, okay?
You inspire, and sounds like your wife is a great support.
My wife is the support. Okay, I can tell you. I can validate how much of a support she is. All right, my wife is critical in my mental health. Without her, yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. Okay, but quilting and my wife, she comes first. Quilting is a really close second. But I can't spoon quilting. I can spoon my wife.
Norma Leal says, "I always get asked, how do I get through the rough parts of life? I say God and quilting, sewing, crafting, my only medicine." Yeah, I mean, you know, it's amazing what it can do for so many people.
Yeah.
You know, dealing with this, you know, similar issues, PTSD, depression,
Yeah.
you know, mental issues, and you know, finding your solace.
Yeah.
And that's
I mean, in quilting, it may not stick, but if it doesn't, move on. Keep searching. Look for it. Find it, and use it. Okay. I mean, if quilting didn't do what it did for me, I would venture to say I would look for my sister-in-law, her channel, Mindless Crafting, and try that. I mean, maybe that craft would help stick. But there's something out there for you. There's something out there for everyone. And your road shouldn't end because you stopped looking. It's out there. Keep looking.
Love the colors in the quilt behind you.
Thank you.
Amen to that, Norma. That helps me doing all my craft sewing, quilts, braided rugs, seed beading.
Yeah.
Marie Shepherd says,
hence,
and my dogs.
Hence the mantra. It's only fabric and it's only thread. Nor should you wrap don't wrap your mental health around fabric and thread. All right. It's the process. It's the journey. Okay. For me, it's the journey. Maybe for someone else, it's the finality of it and finishing it and getting it and giving it someone. I mean, that's very rewarding to me too. I mean, when you give someone a quilt and they're like, they don't know how to handle it because it seems like it's something that they should pay for or return the favor in, but when it's all about just giving, for me, it's all about giving. If I had to charge, or if I charged someone for a quilt, it would take away from what I get out of it, and there's no way I would do that. I think that would be a mistake for me, charging for something that helps me get to where I need to be in my mental health. No way.
I also think it's just amazing that it's a one of a kind. Like, there is not another one on the earth.
Yeah, and that's another thing. That's another thing that I love about quilting is that I try not to repeat quilts. I try not to copy other people's work too. I mean, not work, but I guess patterns. Some patterns are pretty generic, but you could also lose yourself in becoming original in our craft. And I was trying to get away from the whole emotional blocks and the crumb blocks, but it stuck. It stuck so much that people were just sending me their scraps. I'm getting scraps in the mail, guys. It's okay. You don't have to send me scraps. I got plenty of scraps. I'm getting mail with scraps. Okay.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's hilarious.
You make a world quilt.
Yeah, because everyone's like, hey, look. So I first thought it was like you guys were punking me, like you all got together, like let's send them all out scraps, because that's how much was coming in. So I have plenty. Thank you. But I was going to get away from it, and why get away from something that I enjoy? When I'm doing the emotional blocks, when I'm putting together scraps and crumb blocks, it helps me because you could be so random. I don't know if you understand that, but it's so random. All right, there's no left, there's no right. You just do it. and, you know, and if it fits under the foot, I send it downrange. Okay, if it don't fit under the foot, I don't, because I don't want to end up with a needle through my finger. If it fits under the foot, send it downrange. You can write that one down.
Giving quilts to people brings me great joy and blessing, says Dina.
Yes.
Marie says, I just started the seed beads and made my granddaughter's earrings. Ooh, seed beads.
Seed beads.
There's something out there for everyone.
There is something out there for everyone.
Yeah, so look.
What else?
Kim says, have you ever watched Stitched by Susan? She's awesome. She's on YouTube and does a quilt from start to finish on her long arm live. I learned so much from her.
I think I might have. I've been checking out long armors lately. So I've been watching long armors, and, you know, so I understand the concept of long arming, but I've really been watching the videos of loading quilts and fabric, because that looks like rocket science. Loading a quilt, loading batting, loading the back of the quilt on rollers, and clamps. You got hooks. I'm like, what is going on here? And they're rolling the quilt, and it's like, I don't know where's what coming from where, but I'll get it. I hope. But I know one thing, Mableton's gonna take care of me, so I'm not worried about it. All right.
And Kim says that Susan does all of that.
Oh,
hey, Deb McCassin.
Deb, hi, Deb. How are you?
So we are rising from the ashes.
Good.
Margie Beth says, hi there. Love you, Marine Quilt Top. Would love to see you do the other armed forces. I'm an Army vet. So am I, Margie.
So is my wife. But as you can see in this room, Marines first. But no, I do plan on doing a joint forces quilt, and what I'm going to do is once I get done with it, we're gonna do like we did a couple of years ago, man. We'll have a drawing. We'll just give it to someone who is an FPO AP. We'll just send it out. All right.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll write that down, dear.
The armed forces quilt will probably do.
Next month would have been a great month to do it.
Yeah, November, right?
Yeah, but maybe May.
We probably could still. I could probably just start one. I've got enough. Yeah. Well, thank you. Who sent that?
That was Margie Best.
All right, Margie. Look, so I'm gonna rip all this down. All right, we're gonna start an armed forces.
No.
My wife's quilt can come later. All right. Well, we can start an armed forces quilt, right? Oh, that's a small window.
Yeah, that's a small window. You got obligations.
Yeah.
You got obligations to me, but we'll do it for May.
Yeah. Well, for when?
May, when it's
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
Okay. Well, all right. So write it down. We'll be doing an armed forces quilt. We'll put one together with all the armed forces, but Marines will be more prominent. And we'll donate it to a loved one of your loved ones that's serving in an FPOAP. An FPOAP is a foreign post office, so that when you write or send stuff to your loved ones who are serving, it's usually an FPOAP that it is sent to. Foreign post FPO
or APO.
Or APO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of those.
So Sue says you may want to check out Tucker's Quilting and Sewing YouTube channel. He's an amazing 17-year-old long arm quilter. He has
17.
more talent in his pinky. Hold on.
All right. What's his name?
In his pinky than I do in my whole body. His name is Tucker. Tucker's Quilting and Sewing.
Okay.
Loading a quilt and everything isn't that difficult once you do it a few times. You can take a class at Tiny Stitches, says Amy C.
Where's Tiny Stitches? Is that here in Georgia?
I don't know.
Because I went to a few quilt shops and asked about long arm classes, and surprisingly, a lot of people don't do it. They don't give long arm classes. Maybe I've been going to the wrong ones, but yeah, I would love to sit in on a long arm class just for that portion. But I would sit down for the whole thing. But I'm really interested in long arming. But I'm going to keep moving forward with my Bernina. I love my Bernina, but right now I've got stuff to do, and the Armed Forces quilt is coming. So the thing about the Armed Forces quilt that we're going to do is it'll probably be somewhat like the boot where I'm going to be using strips and stuff of all the utility uniforms for all the armed forces, except for Space Force. We'll see. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna throw the pedal pirates in there too. Coast Guard will be in there. I'll have everybody in there. Space Force will probably give them like a little corner, They haven't been around long enough. If your service isn't older than McDonald's, and you don't count.
Marie said, I did an Air Force One for my ex. I don't know what he did with it. Hopefully he still has it, Marie.
Your ex? Where's he live at? Give me his address. I'll go check and make sure he still has it.
And Thompson says, piecing is a different part of the brain than quilting, long arming. Although I think I would do better at quilting if I had a long arm. No room. Garage?
A garage?
Yeah.
Garage or downstairs in the living room? No. They're like when some people say I'm going to the studio and then you see the kitchen from the studio, you're like,
right. You gotta do what
you gotta do. But I'm no long arm expert, so do not qualify what I'm saying. But you could also probably start with a mid arm, a lot smaller machine, and it requires a lot less space. But do not quote me, okay? I am the last. Don't be telling anybody, yo, Queen Marie said I should get it down. No, don't do that.
Why your voice get like that?
Because that's how everyone refers to the Quilting Marie. All right.
Clean Tooth says, I'm new to quilting. Love following you.
Well, I love having you follow. But since we're talking about following, get someone else to follow.
Margie Beth said, chocolate chip, please. The uniform. The chocolate chip uniform.
Yes. Look, so yeah, the chocolate chip, that's right. Because we were issued chocolate chips in Desert Storm. Here's some chocolate chip right here.
Bring it a little closer.
It's in there.
Uh-huh.
Look, I've got everybody in here. Marines and corpsmen, all right? Docs, I love corpsmen. All right? A lot of people overlook corpsmen. I don't. I love them.
Okay, so Quiltessa must have just come on and said, love the quilt behind you. Please explain it.
Okay, so I'm building a quilt. My wife wanted an Africa quilt with Africa fabric. So I'm going to build her the continent of Africa using Africa prints. I'm going to put it on there. So I haven't decided how I'm going to use what blue is going where, but the blue is going to represent, what is it? The Mediterranean, the Atlantic, the Red Sea, and Indian Ocean.
The oceans around, the waters around.
The oceans, it's 5 of them though, right? Yeah, there's 5 of them.
Don't get me to line about geography.
The Red Sea, the Indian Ocean, the Mediterranean, the Atlantic. There's something else I'm missing.
Okay.
Anyway, so that will surround the continent itself, okay? And then we're gonna get it out of here because we got to do an FPOAP quilt, and we're out of here.
So Tiny Stitches is in Marietta. Isn't that where you bought that fabric from that time? It's on Piedmont.
On Piedmont. In Marietta? On Piedmont? No.
There's someplace. No.
That was the red rooster.
Off of Sandy Plains. You just bought some fabric that you tried to sneak in and you didn't think that I noticed.
All right, so we're talking. You and I are talking.
Thank you, Ron.
No, that was from Cottontail Quilting in Kennesaw.
Oh, see. Uh-huh.
I'm just telling myself.
It's okay, baby.
They have some, all right, Cottontail Quilting in Kennesaw, Georgia. They have some amazing boutiques. And you guys know I am a boutique fanboy. Okay, yeah, a boutiques. Say that fast 5 times. A boutiques fanboy. Mm-hmm. I love boutiques. Boutiques are just so, like, in your face, right? They're like aggressive. And I love
frontwards and backwards, huh?
And both sides, yeah. There's no, You can stitch away on boutiques and not worry about it. But also, look, wait, there's a boutique that I had found recently. Look at this, hold on. All right, so I got these 2 from there. And this thing is, look at that, man.
No, that is nice. You know what? In your what's the name of the black and white?
Wait, baby, look at this. Look at this, man. That's so great. Boutiques are amazing. I love boutiques.
What's the name of the quilt? The black and white New York Beauty gonna be called?
cookies and cream.
With a splash of that in there, like every interspersed somewhere.
Yeah, maybe a touch.
I need to stay in my lane. Is what you
No.
That's the look you gave me.
Look,
Stay in your lane.
the look was you need to build it. That would be a great series, huh? The Quilt Marine's wife makes cookies and cream.
Mary Lou.
Listen to that title. The Cooking Marine. I mean, not Cooking Marine. The Quilting Marine's wife makes cookies and cream quilt. That's awesome.
Mary Lou Rimish said, I made an Africa quilt from fabrics I got in Africa. I bought a ton. It was hard to find. I have been to Africa 4 times. I love it, and especially the people.
Yes.
Yeah, that's on our bucket list.
Yeah, we want to go to...
we're heading to...
Jayberg. We want to go to Jayberg.
We're heading to Belize finally in December.
Yeah, we're going to Belize in December. That's going to be so fun. I can't wait.
Can't wait. Have you ever gone to All About Fabrics in Williamston, South Carolina?
No. I haven't even been to most places in Georgia. I have, that cotton quilt place has a room, and the whole room is nothing but boutiques. So I could spend, you can't eat in there, but if you get me a hamburger, I'll stay in there for like 4 or 5 hours just looking at all the fabrics.
Ann Thompson says, nope, she can't have the garage because hubby has a shop in the garage. Tell him we said move over.
Hey, tell him the Quilt Marine said it's time to move over.
She said, I'm telling my husband you said I could have one.
That's right.
So, yeah.
So, all right. What? Huh? How long been on?
Amy C says she needs to go revisit Cottontail Quilts again. Gotta go. Hubby made nachos. Ooh. See how we always end up on food.
Man, so tomorrow dinner I'm gonna make my wife some beef and onion. It's a Japanese dish, and I like it. She likes it.
How do you choose your
Gyudon? It's called G-Y. I think it's Gyudon. Gyudon.
Catherine wants to know, how do you choose your quilt projects?
I wish I knew. Catherine, I really wish I knew. I mean, it's off the dome. I don't know. I would really like to know. I think it would probably help me in what I do and why I'm so attracted to it. But I just think of it and see if it's feasible for me to do in my skill set. But I noticed that I'm getting better at what I do. So and I also kind of, like don't want to do something that someone else has done. You know what I mean? Like I want to kind of be more original and do things that you're not going to see everywhere else. And yeah, I think that's the process I use. Trying not to be a biter. So
we got Denise Soul Patch 33. Sorry I'm late. What is that quilt behind you? That's my Africa quilt.
That's gonna be the Africa quilt.
Denise.
That's Denise.
Yes.
We're only looking at the ocean portion because the Africa quilt's gonna be an applique. All right, and don't forget, I won't forget Madagascar. Madagascar is off the East Coast, so I won't forget that either. But that's the Africa quilt. But the reason why we haven't even shown the template yet is because I can't find like Africa fabrics that are like uppercuts to the chin. That's what I want. Like stuff that's gonna make you like. It's going to take you away from looking at that and look at the continent.
But we're waiting on some fabrics that are.
Oh, we are.
That are Africa print.
That we'll have in the store.
Yep.
The store you asked? What store? TheQuiltingMarine.com. That's the store.
That's what Catherine asked. Do you have a big fabric stash? Catherine, he got a whole store downstairs.
No, I don't. Catherine, I don't have a big fabric stash. Why would you like that?
He got a fabric store down.
Yeah, so I'm hopefully when I do the applique, the continent of Africa, it's gonna be I can use some of the stuff that I have in the store, and then we'll see how that goes. But
yeah, kind of.
You know how I love color. I love like brightness. That's what attracts me to it. I love that punch in the face colors, because I don't know, the bland, some of the bland stuff that I see, you know, I'm not saying that people are doing bland stuff, but some of the bland fabrics that I see are completely unattractive to me, and I don't want anything to do with, you know. But they serve their purpose, because when I do emotion blocks that my wife calls, or what you would call a cron block, they serve their purpose. Because look, here goes some blandness. Let me find the blandness. Look at this. Look at this. That's so bland.
No, no,
right?
they can see that.
But it's there.
Oh.
So there's fabrics that have been in my scrap bin probably for years, and then they finally get their chance. They get their debut, and they end up on the wall. Because everyone over there is rooting to get on the wall, and then some of them end up on the wall. Okay, and my wall is not the handmaid's wall. Okay, my wall is a wall.
Oh God!
Is a wall of pride. Yes, me and my wife are Handmaid's Tale fans. We love watching the show. But this wall is a wall you want to be on. Okay?
Jane says, "I want to tell you that you're a genuine inspiration." And then Jessica says, "So yeah, sold for a lady that had fabrics from Africa. You should ask those guys about her."
Okay.
Geraldine says, "I can send a small amount of African fabric I received from my aunt. She was a medical missionary. Give me the address and I will share some with you." Oh, that's so
thank you
sweet,
so much.
Geraldine. It was good chatting and love your quilts. As I stated, you and your wife both are inspiration. I need to get to bed for early morning. Have a great evening. Yep,
you too.
We're
gonna shut it down too.
And
hopefully we'll be able to do another live soon, so that we can start the FPOAP quilt.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna be working with a few of these right here. We've got some Navy right here. You guys know Marine, Desert, Army, Air Force, Marine. I'll get the other services here, and we'll start putting it together. But we'll go step by step so that you guys at home could do it, and you know, give a quilt to your service member.
That would be awesome.
Okay.
Because we can't forget, there's still those who.
That's right, red. All right, red's the color. Red's the color. And the initials of red, RED, remember, everyone deployed. There are still those serving overseas right now. So never forget. You hear that whining? That's Auntie.
Yeah, she wants to go snuggle now. And I happen to be her snuggle person of choice. So, oh my goodness, let me get out of here so that I can...
Look, thank you for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate you guys. I miss you guys. And stay tuned. All right, we are moving forward, and we're having fun. That's all you could do while quilting.
Okay, John and Kelly Tumlin said Basket Mary is the lady So Yeah got the African fabric from.
Basket Mary.
Basket Mary. Great to see you and the fur baby, says Donna.
Thank you, Donna.
Hope everyone has a wonderful night. Good night, everyone.
Have a great night, guys. I appreciate you. I love you. And I appreciate the support. I really do.
Y'all have a fantastic evening.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, you and your wife are truly an inspiration to a lot of us. Keep up the great work. Elite Stampede. That was Outlaw.
Oh,
T5
that's the guys from the club, the Mustang Club.
Oh, okay. Missed the show, but fun seeing you live.
All right,
All right,
you guys.
y'all. Y'all have a great night.